Hello there, friends and family. A warm welcome to you all, and thank you so much for joining us here today. If you're visiting us for the first time, my name is Nanaba, and you're warmly welcome. I thank you for joining us. So today on the menu is a quick goat slice soup. Yes, with aponchin kakra. Yes, it's enjoyed by most Ghanaians. Like at every chop bar, they serve aponchin kakra with some good fufu, and this is enjoyed any day of the week. However, when I was growing up, my mom would make this on special occasions, especially Sunday after worship. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Now I will be serving it over the fufu, and the fufu was made with my homemade fufu flour or fufu powder, which I will be sharing that video with you shortly, so keep staying tuned. You're going to find it absolutely thrilling. So let's wash our hands and begin. So I have some ingredients that I'm going to be using to marinate the goat meat. That's essential. So I'm going to do that now. First things first, right? We need our onion.
Is that carrot?
Sweetness, beautiful fragrance. That's going to go into the blender. So half of the onion just went into the blender. We're going to incorporate the other half in a different way. I'll show you later. This is my ginger, and it's about a thumb size. Okay, so we're just going to cut it to small pieces to blend it smooth.
What is she cooking? They said a light soup. What does soup have to do with ginger?
I have 3 scotch bonnet peppers or chilies. I love heat, so
ginger.
You may use 1 or even less or more depending on your heat tolerance. Now I have this 1 rosemary sprig. The rosemary works very well with meats that are gamey, and we all know one characteristic of goat meat is how gamey it is.
Rosemary.
So we have all of that in here. Now I have some black peppercorns, and I think these are called efomwisa in Ghana. I also have inkitenkite.
That thing looks like
which is aniseed, and you may substitute with fennel seed. So that also goes in.
That is used for
Next thing we're gonna add is this tomato paste right here. It's gonna become part of the marinade. It needs to join the meat anyway, eventually. So I'm just gonna add it now.
We are making stew.
And that's what I love about this recipe. It's fast, quick. A little water.
Tomato paste, ginger, carrots, tomato.
Let's pour marinade right over top of this. Oh, the fragrance is just wow. That honesty is everything in this recipe. And the rosemary is coming through also very nice.
It's like a recipe that you need out there for. This is like a type of food, maybe a Ghanaian food, or just like talking about like I think it's our own type of thing, but
the thing is salt. This is very important. The stage right here is when you need to over season. Okay, so it's important to add a generous amount of salt at this. Okay, so now we just make sure everything is evenly combined. Okay. I have 1 carrot. I'm literally just gonna bring that. That's gonna bring us that much needed sweetness. Now I've also added 1. It's actually gonna end up being 2. Two tomatoes and the other half of the onion. Okay. When these are cooked, the tomatoes, the onion, and the carrot are cooked, or they're blended and reincorporated into the soup. They bring a flavor, okay, that we cannot get by just adding them raw from the beginning. Okay.
This thing is stew now. What's super about this thing I'm watching now? You have tomato, you have stew now. You have a you have tomato. I blended them with you. I still call it soup.
So friends, our meat is going to stay on fire for about 30 minutes. The meat is going to become juicy and also tenderized. So we're going to let it dim down. Some amazing things are going to happen. And also those vegetables are going to be tenderized. We'll come back and retrieve them. Enough said. Let's just wait, stick around. Stay tuned with the video. I almost forgot to add garlic. So I have some garlic paste. Thank God. I'm going to add it right now. This may we're only about 8 minutes into the cooking. So. Alright, so these tomatoes are super tender right now. I'm just going to throw them into the blender because that's the next step. It's been about 25 minutes of cooking. See how tender these are? Carrots are also very tender right now. And get this. After retrieving the cooked vegetables, the next step is to blend to a really smooth puree, which is going to be so perfectly smooth that it will not require straining. While the meat continues to cook on medium heat, we'll back on the hot. So I'll thick this, so this is now our thickener, right? And it's a nutritious thickener with the carrots in there, the onion, the tomatoes, and it's sweet. So it's really going to bring that gaminess of the goat down. It has been 5 minutes of cooking on medium heat. The meat is almost unclean. It's tender, but still has the firmness to it. And the broth around is thickened. It looks like stew. That's exactly what your goat should be. And still cooking on medium heat. Proceed with cooking by adding your blended mixture of the cooked tomatoes, carrots, and onion. Add the mixture to the pot. You want to stir it, and you're going to now thin up the entire soup with some water. So just inside your blender and add the desired amount of water to the soup. I really love my light soup to be light, okay, in terms of the consistency. If you like yours a little thicker, then obviously add a little less water. Stir to check on that consistency. I want thinner because it's going to continue to cook down some, so it's going to become thicker than the consistency I had it right now. So I add a little more water, and there it is. Consistency, it to me is perfect right now. So this is where you call the shots when it comes to replicating this recipe. Add as much water or as less water as you prefer. Stir it, clean the sides of the pot, cover the pot partially, and let it continue to cook on medium heat for the next 20 minutes. What your goal is you want that meat to still have texture. You want to be able to pick meat from the bone, but you don't want it to completely fall off the bone. Right? That give you some time to prepare your fufu because the soup is almost done cooking at this point. Now I'm going to add my final touch of brightness, which is my chili. This is a signature move for most Ghanaians who cook this kind of soup or most kinds of soups. Now, one thing I also do is I leave the heads or the stalks on the chilies when I add them in the end, okay? Because what I want to do is just keep the heat within the actual chili. I don't want to release the heat into the soup because that will render the entire soup too spicy, and we're going to be eating the soup as well, so I always try to keep that in mind. So the stalks or the head of the chilies become kind of a lid to retain that heat. That's why I leave the stalks on. This has been a question that's been asked many times, so there's the answer. That's why I leave them on. Alright, friends and family, goat light soup is ready. Very simple recipe, yet so flavorful. So it's our fufu, so we're just going to dish some of this gorgeous soup over this green fufu. So good. Yes, that's the money shot. Enjoy. Right there. My mouth is...
Okay. I've had enough. I don't know. Maybe I'll try this out of curiosity to know whether the tomato slaps. That's the main reason why I might try this soup. But apart from that, this Ghana is like, I don't know, this is their soup stew. I don't know if they are confused. Are you making a stew or a soup? And it's really light, like it's a light soup, obviously. Anyway, bye.